Hi everyone. Well, here I am going live again because everything that I said on Sunday, I think it was Sunday, that I was going to do, I haven't done yet. I have gone on, remember I was going to learn how to do recorded videos and put some extra things in them like YouTubers do, like when they have a thumbnail. It gives a what the video is going to be about, and they point to a sign or something that would be right here. I haven't learned to do that yet. I have taken notes on. There's one video out that's really good. It's by Think Media, and it's from start to finish how to video, how to edit, and how to do all these fancy little things. And so that's the one I'm watching. I've watched it twice so far. I've taken some notes. I'm not even a fourth of the way through it in my note taking. So I have a long ways to go before I put some spectacular YouTube videos up, or at least ones that look like some of the other people's. Not that I want to be like other YouTubers, because I don't. I can't. I'm me, and that's just how it is. Anybody that watches me probably watches me because I'm me. I'll tell you what, today though, oh, happy 2020, by the way. Happy New Year, everyone. Today's January 1st, 2020. I don't know how it got to be 2020 already. I just don't. Bumblebee sent me a video that I did in 2018. I think January 1st of 2018. And it was a video about my goal setting. I set some goals. I wrote them down. And the funny thing about that video, I watched it, was that I had the same book. This is where I put my 2018 goals. I was supposed to keep track of what I was doing all year in this book. Well, as I go back here, I see that my last entry was January 11th. That's as far as I got. And then further on in the book, I took notes on various other things. It wasn't anything to do with keeping track of the year. It was just notes about BOLO things and things I should be looking out for when I'm shopping. And anyway, what this video did show me, the 2018 video, was that it mentioned that I was keeping track. I had been keeping track of everything that I sold daily. Everything I sold, everything I bought. And that's how Suzanne A. Wells says to do it. Now, I may go back to that because in that video, I showed this new book that I have been using the last couple years. It's a regular bookkeeping book. Number one, I don't understand bookkeeping. I never have. But I have been able to keep track of how much I sold. That's about all. How much I sold and my expenses on that. And for the last 2 years, it has been enough with QuickBooks to give to my tax man. I mentioned that my tax man, who is an accountant, he was a family friend. He was a good friend of my husband's, and he was our tax guy for as long as I can remember. But then he's the same age as I am. He retired and moved to Florida, but he does still do a few friends of his taxes. but I have to send them down to Florida. I bundle everything up, send them to Florida. He does them and sends it back to me. And he calls me on the phone if he has any questions. But to tell you the truth, just like I said 2 years ago, I need an accountant. I need at least a bookkeeper. I need an accountant. I need a CPA. I need something that's in the area that I could actually go and talk to in person and have him help me. Not that I have such a huge business, because I'm not even sure if I made enough to get the 1080 form from PayPal this year. It's been a slow year. I mean, totally. Some parts were a little better. This last quarter has been horrible. I have to tell you though, yesterday on New Year's Eve day, I had 3 eBay sales and 2 Poshmark sales all of a sudden. All of a sudden, I had this foreign ka-ching sound in my pocket. After a couple days of having no sales at all, or having one here and there, I was about ready to not give up, but just reevaluate what reselling was going to do for me. But then, you know, you get these little spurts of sales. And they were good sales too. So I will be doing a what sold video for the past 2 weeks. I will do that on Sunday, Sunday at 4 o'clock. I will do that, Eastern Standard Time. So anyway, I wrote a couple notes on here. These are just, this video, of course, is exactly what you're not supposed to do on YouTube if you want to gain subscribers or gain followers. I think, though, the people that follow me are doing it just because I am how I am and not really to get any big education. So, I don't know. I was going to really keep notes and have a really YouTube subjects that were on one subject, or do how-to videos or whatever. Well, I haven't got around to that yet. I am the most distracted person ever. And that's nothing new. I've always been distracted, easily distracted. I mean, I can't walk through a room without getting distracted and losing sight of what I was headed for. It's a terrible way to live because you don't get much accomplished. So just as an example, on my way, when I saw what time it was and I decided, well, maybe I ought to do my Wednesday YouTube video, since it was like 12:30, and I thought, well, I'll just do it. So I wrote a couple notes down, miscellaneous things to talk about. And on my way out, I saw on YouTube, there was a YouTube video about decluttering that I flagged. I'm going to watch another decluttering video because that's something I want to start doing. And then I thought to myself, you know, maybe people watch my videos because I'm older. Maybe that's my niche. Maybe I'm just old. I'm still doing YouTube videos, and I don't think there's a big amount of people that are over 60 doing YouTube videos. There are some. So I thought, well, I'll look up. I tried to look up seniors. That just gives you high school seniors. So you have to do elders or people over 60. I tried over 60. Over 70, sadly, I didn't see much. That's kind of scary. But so over 60, there are some people on doing YouTube videos. And one lady that I've watched from a long time ago, I haven't watched her in a while, but she's been on for a long time. And she is pretty popular. I'll never tell you her name because I've forgotten it from there to here. But she does a YouTube video. She also has a blog. I could have both of those because I already have a blog. It just isn't up to date. Anyway, the one that should be vlogging, and I've tried to get her to do it so many times, is my daughter. She is a photographer. She could use this for her business. Everybody wants to watch vlogs instead of blogs. And she would be so good at it if she would just start. She has that, I have to be perfect. I have to look perfect. I can't make any word mistakes. She is in that, and she's been there for 2 years. I even went over to her house one whole day and tried to get her started on doing a YouTube video. We did so many retakes. I finally gave up. I also had her model one of my pictures on Poshmark of a one shoulder top because my mannequin wouldn't show it off correctly, and I wasn't going to model it. So, because it was a big scoop neck and off one shoulder. So I talked my daughter when she's cleaning for me every other week now. So I talked her into modeling, and surprisingly, she said yes right away. I thought, oh, good. So after she was done, she went up to the photography room. I gave her the top. She put it on. It was just like the vlog. She made me take, I don't know how many pictures I had to take. She could never be my model because it would take me forever to take every single picture. She had to see each one. I mean, her head wasn't even in the shot. So she's funny. Anyway, she is funny. She can be really funny. And I've seen her on videos with her girlfriends. And she would make such a good vlogger if she would just relax and forget, not worry about how she's looking or those little mistakes in words you make. You just have to keep going on. Maybe it's that I'm older, that you just, not that you don't care, but you just, that stuff doesn't bother you anymore. Another thing that doesn't bother you is what people think of you. And that's throughout life, not just the vlog. So that has made life much easier. If you don't have to worry about what people are thinking about you, you just live your life how you want to, and that's that. So what did I have on here? I'm going to redo my, try to keep track of my books in a different way. I still have, like I said, QuickBooks, but the girl that was helping with me with QuickBooks has like disappeared off the face of the earth. I can't get a hold of her, and I don't know if she moved or what, but I've tried to email her a couple times. I've got no response. So I think I'm going to be on the lookout for an accountant or a bookkeeper or something close by in this area where I can just see them person to person and have them help me, that's familiar with QuickBooks also. So that's another thing that I'm going to do, but who knows if I'll do it. Like I was saying, on my way out here, I looked up some stuff online. Okay, that was a distraction. Then I went into the kitchen and I saw that 2 lights were out under my counter. So I had to tell Alexa, she keeps track of my shopping list. So I told her to add that to my shopping list, 2 under-counter bulbs.
She keeps track added to your shopping list.
She listens too. And I have her in every room almost. Well, I have 3, upstairs, here, and in the kitchen. And she is very helpful on certain things that I want to remember. So on my way out, there was that. And then I passed the dishwasher and I thought I was going to run the dishwasher this morning. So I collected all the dishes, filled the dishwasher, and I did run that. Then I saw in the corner by the cellarway, there was a basket of all my sheets and that I had stripped the bed this morning. I had fully intended on bringing them downstairs, which I did, and I should have just continued on and put them in the washing machine, but they're still sitting at the cellarway door. So I've got to do that when I finish it. I've got to get my sheets in the washing machine and my quilt. So that's another distraction I had just on the way out here. So I was walking through the living room and I look out the front door and I notice, oh my God, I still have the spring wreaths on the door. My wreaths are tulips and all spring flowers. I missed summer. I missed the summer door decor. I missed fall. I missed Christmas. I might as well just leave them up now. Spring will be coming. Spring will be the next season. So I'm all ready. So that is my life. It's just a life of distractions. I don't know if that'll ever go away. I doubt it. I'm 77. I heard something on one of the YouTube videos I was watching about decluttering. Now she's 35, okay? She's 35 or 36. And Minimal Mom, her YouTube is called. She's sort of fun to watch. And it's mostly about decluttering and other things too. But anyway, she had looked up and mentioned that our lifespan is an average of 78 and a half years old. Well, that just upset me the rest of yesterday. And now that I think of it, it's upsetting me right now. Now I know that's just an average. I'm 77. I'm going to be 78 in May. It's kind of worrisome. Anyway, because I do have this terrible fear of dying, but that's between me and my psychologist. Oh, yes, I do have a psychologist I see once a month or every month and a half. I've been seeing her for years and years. We've become more friends than doctor-patient relationship. But anyway, personally, I think every single person should have a psychologist. Maybe things would go better in the world. I don't know. I did, like I said, I had some sales. I'm hoping it continues today. I made on my whiteboard here, I did make a daily planner here. It's sitting right next to me. And I'll tell you what it is. In the morning, I do my 10 o'clock or around that time, share my Poshmark closet, okay? Because at 12 noon, there may be a party going on that I want to join. Today was just designers like Gucci and that I don't have, so I didn't have to join that one. Then on eBay, which I haven't done yet, and it's afternoon already. This was supposed to be a morning. I keep trying to look at the camera. This is a morning thing. I'm supposed to go on, which I'll do right after this, just like everything else. Send the offers to watchers. Then I'm going to end today's listings, end them all, redo them as sell similar, gives them a whole new number. And on that list of items, before I relist them, I'm going to try putting some of them, the first class items, the things that'll go first class, I'm going to try doing free shipping. I will adjust the prices, take off best offer, and do free shipping. This is something I'm going to try throughout my store and see if this is going to help. I know there's some big sellers that do nothing but free shipping, like Casey, the Rockstar Flipper, and Rally Roots, two big sellers, okay? They do all free shipping, even heavy things. I mean, I'm just going to do first class things to start out with, but then there's other sellers that say absolutely no, you don't have to do free shipping, like Suzanne A. Wells. She charges shipping on everything. And Star, the Flipping Hippos, is that her name? It's something Hippos. She does charge shipping too. And there's a number of people that do charged shipping that I watch. So I don't know. I mean, I've got to try something. So I know I love free shipping, and I'm sure everybody else does too. But you can't just go on and do free shipping because you have to adjust your prices to allow for that. Also, you have to, if I'd have best offer on, I'd forget about the free shipping and I'd lower things down. I'd accept offers that were too low, and then I'd realize, oh my heavens, I have to pay shipping too. And I'd be making those $2 and $3 sales. So I'm taking best offer off, which Rally Roots has both on, but he's a huge seller. I mean, they're making six figures. So, and just bought a ranch. So I can't compare myself with them at all. Okay, in the afternoon, I'm going to work on moving inventory to eBay inventory to Poshmark, because there's a lot of brands that are on eBay that I can put on Poshmark that are part of the parties. Bumblebee's helping me with that. And she said she'd also help me with doing the free shipping on some things. So I may give her my phone number, and we may have a phone, little phone thing going on. So at 4 o'clock, I share my closet again in Poshmark. And then in the evening, 8 or 9 o'clock, I do it again. So that I'm doing it 3 times. The other thing that I have to remember, if I'm going to adjust my prices and having free shipping, when I put on sales, I don't want to have any more than a 10 or 11% sale, maybe 13% at the most. No more 20, 25% sales. So, because that will mess with the free shipping. Then in the evening, if I'm lucky enough to sell something, I'll do my shipping for the next morning. Now, I've already shipped out, not shipped out, but I have in the bin waiting for tomorrow, because there's no mail today, of course. I already have 3 things in there already. And now I sold a shirt, and I haven't boxed up the men's suit yet. I didn't want it to get as... Men's suits don't seem to wrinkle. Did you ever notice that? Really good ones, and this is a good one. This is a custom-made suit. It even has surgeon's buttons on the sleeves. It was the only one I've ever found with that. I sold that through Offers to Watchers, and I sold it yesterday. So I have to box that up and send that with tomorrow's mail too. And then I sold a shirt late last night, a J. Crew shirt. So, hoping I have some sales today on New Year's Day. Maybe people are just getting out of bed now after a night of celebrating. I don't know if anybody else tried to do any Happy New Year's last night, right around midnight. I called my son and I talked to my daughter earlier in the evening, but then my daughter went to work. Besides being a photographer, she is a bartender. She's been a bartender for years and years, and she got a job in a really nice little bar, not too far from my son's house. It's in a nice area. I don't have to worry anymore because she's worked in some terrible areas. Let me just say that. But she's making good money, and she was working New Year's Eve. So she sent me a Happy New Year's message with fireworks and everything at midnight last night from her job. And when I tried to send one back to her, it took forever to go through because everybody in the world, or in the United States, or in this time zone, they were sending, messages. So it took a while to go through, but it did finally go through. But it was really slow. So that's about all I have to say. I'm going to go look up my my accounting books, or the notebooks that I had 2 years ago that I kept track of in 16 and 17, where I wrote down every single thing. Now, I think I can download something from Suzanne A. Wells and also from Casey, a spreadsheet, and I could just print those out and keep track on them. I may do that if I can't find my notebook. I should have another blank notebook around here someplace, but if not, maybe I'll just print out the spreadsheets. But from now till tax time, it just makes me a nervous wreck to even think about it, getting things together correctly. I don't know why. I'm not running this multi-million-dollar business, but that's just me. It's because I'm unsure I'm so bad at numbers and stuff. So anyway, I don't think anybody's here, but if you come on later, if you've never seen me, what a thrill. Please subscribe. It's helping me inch my way toward 1,000 subscribers. And give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down on what you think about the videos. And go back and watch some of my older videos and you'll see what I'm about. Also, my blog. My desk is such a mess. I had written out my blog address here someplace. I showed it the other day, but where that is, I don't know. This is also one of the first things I should do is clean off my desk. It would make me a lot less confused, I think. So anyway, my blog address is shirleysworld.blogspot.com. Easy. So if you just Google Shirley's World blog, you'll probably find me. So that was, I haven't blogged in a couple years, but there's a lot of fun stuff on there. I mean, I was blogging from 2009 up to 2017. So it's a long period and there's a lot on there. So anyway, I'm going to close for now. And I hope everybody's recovering from last night. And Happy New Year, everyone. I hope we all have a great 2020, health-wise and business-wise and just personal life-wise. So I will see you on Sunday at 4 o'clock. Bye.